call the meeting of the Planning Commission to order at 6:03 p.m. Planning Commissioner Secretary, may we have roll call, please?
Commissioner Cervantes.
Present.
Commissioner Flores.
Present.
Commissioner Jimenez.
Present.
Vice Chair Mora.
Present.
Chair Ayala.
Present.
All present.
Okay, I would like to call upon John Mora to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This section is intended to allow all officials the opportunity to reveal any disclosures regarding site visits or ex parte communications about public hearings. Are there any ex parte communications?
None.
None.
None. At this point, the general public may address the Planning Commission on both non-agenda and non-public hearing agenda items. Comments relating to public hearing items will be heard during the public hearing. Please be aware that the maximum time allotted for members of the public to speak shall not exceed 3 minutes per speaker. State law prohibits the Planning Commission from taking action or entertaining extended discussion on a topic not listed on the agenda. Please show courtesy to others and direct all of your comments to the chairperson. Planning Commission Secretary, do we have any members of the public present that wish to speak today?
Yes, we have Richard.
Okay, does that mean to go there? Yes, okay, this is my first time here. Thank you very much, everybody. I bought my address, Bartley, 9526. I bought it from the city in 1990. Before that, I lived at Placida Park, so I've been here 55 years. This is the first time I've been to this meeting. I did go to the neighborhood watch here about 6 months ago. Nobody turned up hardly. It was like 5 or 10 people. So the mayor came at that time. And I guess people are waiting for a fire to hit us before they go to neighborhood watch. So to me, we got to do some more due diligence ahead of time. The reason I came tonight is that I recently received a page and a half of infraction notices from enforcement department, and it was a way overkill for me. I had no clue. We didn't like the hedges, we didn't like the tree, we don't like tarps. I don't know anybody in this has been informed that we don't like tarps. I look around, I don't see a lot of tarps. I don't like tarps much either. So in my 3 minutes, I'll try to go real quick. This is called shade cloth or privacy screening. Now I started using that in some areas where my patio looks directly south and the temperature can go to 95 degrees. On a 75-degree day under my pine tree, my patio could be 95. So I put these up, and so one of the enforcement people informed me that this is tarp. This is not tarp. It's never been tarp. It's about 3 times more than tarp, and it cuts the sun. So I have a little letter here that I know you don't have copy for, but I could furnish it. I have basal cell cancer on this throat cut right here. Now it looks like I'm healing. I'm not trying to beg for any mercy here, but if you have a basal cell or you have a 95-degree patio on a winter day when it's 75, you're going to be concerned about heat. So today on Channel 5, they said this was the hottest summer that we've had. The hottest summer that we've had yet. So I have white elastomeric on some of my roofs. White elastomeric reflects the heat, the house is cooler. I have canopy with the trees and the hedges, canopy to keep it cooler. And I'm using this as long as I can use it, unless the city comes down and telling me this is tarp. This is not tarp. It's a lot more valuable than tarp, and it cuts the heat. It's in nurseries, it's at golf courses, and if you add one layer, it helps a lot 2 liters, it helps even more. So that's the reason I came today, is I'd like to participate with you guys. I'm very happy with what all you did. You sold me the house there in 1990. The windows were fixed by the city. They put in new bars, adjustable bars on 2 of them. That was all theirs on the city. So I appreciate you guys very much. Thanks for all the help. And I'd just like to be a positive force here.
Thank you. We'll now close public comments and move on to the next item. An amendment to alcohol sales conditional use permit case number 83 to amend the previously approved ASCUP case number 83 and conditions to approval number 5 for BWS Group Co. at 9526 Ann Street, and adopt a notice of exemption under CEQA section 15301, existing facilities. And now call upon Code Enforcement Supervisor Kristen Haney to introduce this item.
Good evening, Chairperson Ayala, Vice Chair Mora, and members of the Planning Commission. My name is Kristen Haney with the Department of Police Services, Code Enforcement Division. Before you tonight is an amendment to Alcohol Sales Conditional Use Permit 83 that I will be presenting. A little bit of background about BWS Group. BWS Group is located at 9526 Ann Street and is in an M2 heavy manufacturing zone. On July 10th, 2023, BWS Group applied for and obtained ASCUP 83 for the operation and maintenance of an alcohol beverage use involving the warehousing and distribution of alcoholic beverages. Primarily, they distribute and sell Korean foods and beverages. Currently, BWS Group holds the following ABC licenses: Type 9 for beer and wine importer, Type 12 distilled spirits importer, Type 17 beer and wine wholesaler, and Type 18 distilled spirits wholesaler. The request before the Planning Commission tonight is to amend ASCUP 83 and conditions of approval number 5 in order to include ABC license types 9, 12, and 18 that were unintentionally omitted from the current ASCUP and conditions of approval. The current and previously approved condition of approval number 5 only allows BWS Group to operate under a Type 17 license. The proposed amended condition of approval number 5 will allow BWS Group to operate under their 4 active ABC license types. The proposed condition reads that it shall be unlawful to maintain on the premises any alcoholic beverages other than the alcohol beverages which the licensee is authorized to store and or distribute under their ABC license types: Type 9 license, Type 12 license, Type 17 license, and Type 18 license. Considering that the building and property in which BWS Group occupies is fully built and will not have any alterations or additions, staff finds and determines it is a CEQA categorically exempt project pursuant to section 15301, class 1 existing facilities. Public hearing notices were posted in City Hall, Town Center Hall, and the library on November 21st. Notices were also sent to all property owners within a 500-foot radius. The public hearing notice was also published in the Cerritos Community newspaper on November 15th. During the 1-year compliance review process, staff found that while BWS Group originally applied for and maintained 4 ABC license types, license types 9, 12, and 18 were unintentionally omitted from the current alcohol sales conditional use permit and condition of approval number 5. This proposed amendment will not impact the business operation, nor will there be any interior or exterior changes. This proposed amendment to ASCUP 83 and condition of approval number 5 is so that they reflect the approved ABC licenses the applicant is authorized to maintain and operate. Recommendations. It is recommended that the Planning Commission determine that the project is categorically exempt based off section 15301 of CEQA guidelines. Approve the amendment to ASCUP 83, subject to the conditions of approval as contained within resolution number 277-2024. And adopt resolution number 277-2024, which incorporates the Planning Commission's findings and actions regarding this matter. Thank you for your time. Any questions?
Do either of the commissioners have any questions for Simon? I would like to call upon the applicant if they would like to speak. The public hearing is now open. At 6:13, if there are anyone from the audience wishing to speak on this matter, if so, please approach the podium. See that there's no speakers, the public hearing is now closed at 6:14 p.m. This is now the time for deliberation by the commissioners. Commissioners, would you like to start the discussion? So is there a motion to adopt resolution number 277-224, which incorporates the planning commission findings and actions regarding this matter? Motion?
Second.
Thank you. Planning commission secretary, roll call vote please.
Commissioner Cervantes. Aye. Commissioner Flores.
Aye.
Commissioner Jimenez.
Aye.
Vice Chair Moore.
Aye.
Chair Ayala.
Aye.
Passes 5-0.
So ordered. There is a 14-day appeal period for anyone wishing to appeal this matter. Item number 2, alcohol sale conditional use permit, case number 90, to allow the operational and maintenance of an alcoholic beverage use involving the warehousing of liquor, wine, and ready-to-drink canned cocktails on property located at 13905 Marathon Avenue within the M2 heavy manufacturing zone, and adopt a notice of exemption under CEQA section 15301, existing facilities, network logistics. And now call upon administrative intern James Kamstra to introduce his item.
Hello, good evening, Chairperson Ayala and Vice Chairperson Mora and all the planning commissioners. It's a pleasure to be here. I'll be presenting on alcohol sales conditional use permit case number 90. So just to give you a little bit of background about this case, the project site is 13,905 Meriton Avenue. Which is located, as you can see on the map, the northeast end of the bend of Meriton Avenue and Dinard Avenue. And the applicant for this is Network Logistics Incorporated. So per section 155.628 of the zoning code, a conditional use permit is required for any business involved in the sale, storage, or manufacture of alcoholic beverages for on or off-site consumption. And the alcohol sales conditional use permit, case number 90, is mainly stating that we are recommending to permit the warehousing of liquor, wine, and RTD, or ready-to-drink canned cocktails, per the Type 14 from the California ABC. So a little bit more information about the applicant. The property encompasses 2.6 acres of a multi-tenant warehousing facility, and the Network Logistics Incorporated occupies 24,736 square feet of this unit. But the total building area is 47,392 square feet. So, just a little bit over half of the building square footage. And they propose to store a selection of liquor, wine, and ready-to-drink canned cocktails. So we have a couple findings that I would like to share with you. Per section 155.628 A in the zoning code. The conditional use permit for alcoholic related businesses, that's what it talks about. A conditional use permit is required for any business involved in the sale, storage, or manufacturing of alcoholic beverages for on-site or off-site consumption. This applies to retail, commercial, warehousing, wholesale, and also manufacturing businesses. The Planning Commission and City Council will evaluate various criteria when establishing requirements for these businesses, including but not limited to 1. The conformance with parking requirements. The site is designated to meet the parking requirements for its intended use as a warehouse. Number 2, the control of vehicle traffic and circulation. The property has 2 driveways on Meriton Avenue. The traffic to the applicant's unit uses the easterly driveway on the bend of Meriton Avenue and Dennard Avenue. 3rd, security and or law enforcement plan. A security plan must be approved by the Community Development and Police Services Departments to ensure safety and regulatory compliance. So, based on the CEQA determination, the city staff has determined that the project is categorically exempt from CEQA, which is California Environmental Quality Act, pursuant of section 15,301 of the CEQA guidelines, class 1, which talks about existing facilities, and that's what causes it to be exempt. Regarding the public hearing notice, legal notice of the public hearing for the proposed project was sent by first-class mail to all the property owners whose names and addresses appear on the latest LA County assessor's roll within 500 feet of the exterior boundaries of the subject property. And this took place on November 15, 2024. And it was also posted in Santa Fe Springs City Hall and the city's town hall, the city's town center kiosk and the city's library, and it was also published in the Los Cerritos newspaper, which is a general circulation newspaper in the area. So, from the Community Development Department, we have a couple recommendations for you. This is not an exhaustive list of the recommendations. The full list is on the report that we prepared. But a couple of the main recommendations that we have are that we find that applicant's ASCUP request meets the criteria set forth in section 155.628 of the zoning code for the granting of conditional use permit for the sale of alcoholic beverages. And number 2, find and determine that the pursuant to section 15,301 class 1 existing facility of the California Environmental Quality Act, the project is categorically exempt because of that. Number 3, we approve the alcohol sales conditional use permit case number 90, which is subject to the conditions of approval as contained with resolution number 278, 2024. And finally, we recommend to adopt resolution number 278, 2024, which incorporates the Planning Commission's findings and actions regarding this matter. So that concludes my presentation on ASCUP case number 90. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do any of the commissioners have any questions on this item for the staff?
None.
The applicants here, and would you like to speak? Public hearing is not open at 6:22 p.m. If there's anyone from the audience wishing to speak on this matter, if so, please approach the podium. Seeing that there's no speakers, the public hearing is now closed at 6:22 p.m. This is now the time for deliberation by the commissioners. Commissioners, would you like to start the discussion? Is there a motion to adopt resolution number 278-2024, which incorporates the planning commissioner's findings and actions regarding this matter? Do we have a motion?
I'll move.
Seconded? Planning Commission Secretary, roll call vote please.
Commissioner Cervantes.
Aye.
Commissioner Flores.
Aye.
Commissioner Jimenez.
Aye.
Vice Chair Mora.
Aye.
Chair Ayala.
Aye.
Passes 5-0.
So ordered. There is a 14-day appeal period for anyone wishing to appeal this matter. All matters listed under the consent calendar are considered to be routine. Any consent item planning commission wishes to discuss should be designated at this time. All other items may be approved in a single motion. For consent items numbers 3, 4, and 5, is there a motion and a second for the approval of these consent items? Mr. Montes? Second. Mr. Mora? Planning Commission Secretary, roll call vote please.
Commissioner Cervantes.
Aye.
Commissioner Flores.
Aye.
Commissioner Jimenez.
Aye.
Vice Chair Mora.
Aye.
Chair Ayala.
Aye.
Passes 5-0.
So ordered. There's a 14-day appeal period for anyone wishing to appeal these matters. Discussion time, city-wide photo contest, planning commission selections. I would like to call upon Associate Planner Jimmy Wong to provide a presentation regarding this item.
Commissioner, pass out the photo contest that was actually for this year.
Good evening, Commissioner. Item number 6 is the National Community Planning Month Photo Contest. This year is our 7th annual photo contest. The contest started in September 1st to October 31st. Anyone who lives in Santa Fe Spring, work in Santa Fe Spring, are more than welcome to enter. This year we have 10 entries, and staff have selected the top 5 photos for this year. However, we would like to have the Planning Commission opinion on picking the top 3 winners for this year. So just a really quick slide on the top 5 photos. So this is photo number 1, photo number 2, photo number 3, photo number 4, and photo number 5. So the winner of the photo will be featured in various public platforms similar to last year. And in addition to that, the first place will get a $200 reward. The second place will get $100, and third place will get a $50. So I have, if you don't mind, just quickly go through those photos and just put your top 3. Just put 1, 2, 3. I'll tally it up, and then we can have the winner announced.
You gonna put our name up?
No, just no pressure.
No pressure.
Thanks. second place photo number 4, and third place photo number 2. And that concludes my presentation. Yeah.
So this one was
Photo number 5.
photo, okay.
Five, you never said five.
You
said three.
No, you
No,
said also 3? Oh, sorry. No, photo number 5 got first place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, photo number 4 got second place, and photo number 2 got third place.
Okay. I was waiting.
No one likes home Okay. Staff communication on the items community interest. Does the staff have any announcements?
Yes, there are a couple updates for you. First is the Sonics. As you may have seen, they had a soft opening or more or less a ribbon cutting this afternoon, but they intend to be open to the public, if not the end of the year, at the start of next year. So I just want to give you that update since we might not see you before they officially open. And then also, you may have seen our city holiday lunch is this Thursday. This Thursday afternoon. So if you have any questions, please let us know. Otherwise, we'll hope to see you all.
Any update on the days?
Yes, so Dave's is falling a little behind the Sonic schedule,
Okay.
as it was always intended to. So they're hoping to open probably the first couple months of the new year.
Do any of the commissioners have any comments or something to report on?
The Park and Rec staff did a great job of tree lighting. I think they hit a record 3,000 people. There was a lot of people there. And every year gets bigger and better. A lot of photo opportunities for people with big, gigantic ornament things and more snow than there was last year. And it was just a great event. It was just a really, really good turnout. So that was a lot of fun to see. And Chris Folk made its debut with Santa Claus out there, and it's ready. It's ready to roll for the next 2 weeks. So that's another highlight of our city, something that's ready. And I did attend the soft opening, and you had to sample both Sonic and Dave's Hot Chicken. I can't believe they have a waiver for one of their chicken sandwiches. It's so hot. I didn't try it, but we die or yeah, I've never heard of that. Like, yeah. And that just Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody.
Hello, congratulations to John for becoming our council member. So goodbye, and then tomorrow hello.
Yes.
You're not gonna go too far.
I'm not too
We wish everyone a happy Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you, staff, you guys always do a wonderful job.
Oh, I'd like to welcome James.
Yes.
Great job.
I look up to you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
John, congratulations as well. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. Staff, thank you very much for all that you do. James, welcome as well. And I think that's pretty much it. So, there's no other comments. This meeting is now adjourned at 6:32 p.m. The next meeting of the Planning Commission is set for January 13th at 6 p.m. 2025. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you, thank you.
Ideally, it should be in the chamber.